Play fake to Michelle, now Newton. And his first pass is incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Throwing again, Newton. Buying time to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, Newton. He's got White here. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
The Patriots send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And some space here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
A gain of 16
when you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
They're running it. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Switch up. Mike 51.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Looking downfield, and this is caught. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
The 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. On the keeper, here's Ryan. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
48 for Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, look, 48. Hey, look. Go. Get your swerve on.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name a few, they look really good.
They certainly do, and in a lot of ways, those are the teams that we expected to be 2-0 at this part of the season. I mean, it's no major surprise. But how about Arizona being 2-0 as well? People talked about them getting better in the offseason. I don't know how many of us thought they'd beat San Francisco in the opener. They did. Then they jumped on Washington this week, and they are 2-0 as well.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we know the not good news about teams that start 0-2. The Giants and the Jets both there, Detroit, Cincinnati. So, again, maybe some more predictable names.
Certainly, they are predictable. Again, not a surprise for most of them, although many thought Detroit would be improved at this point. But how about a team that's 0-2 that went through a little bit of a difficult offseason like the rest of us, but even more so because of players being gone? How about Houston being 0-2 right now? They won the division last year. I think that's a little bit unexpected right now, even though they had a tough opening schedule with Kansas City and Baltimore.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Cam throwing complete here to Edelman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Here's Newton. To Michelle on the screen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a first and 10 at the 11. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a second and 2. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
First down, Falcons.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
You ain't doing nothing. Space. At 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh. At 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Well, let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston, a bad surprise. Any other teams a surprise at this point to you?
Well, I think that I would look at the Los Angeles Rams right out of the gate. At home against Dallas, opening their new stadium. Many thought Dallas would go out west and beat them. That didn't happen. Then how about the Rams going on the road this week and beating Philadelphia, and decisively? This looks like a Rams team that finished 9-7 last year. It has designs on challenging for the division title. And one other team I would throw in there is a little bit of a surprise, just by how it's gone down. How about Atlanta? I know it was tough against Seattle, tough against Dallas. Seattle was at home, but they got jumped on by Seattle. And then the Dallas game, they just gave away. That's a team that should be at worst 1-1 right now. Now looking at 0-2 and have a lot of questions.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Play action, Ryan. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now second and 11 from the 32. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On third down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 39. He got 29 yards that time.
Falcons.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They go back to the ground now with Smith, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second and 9, Ryan, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. On third down, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? From the shotgun, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, 40 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, CD, unfortunately some somber news across the league in Week 2 coming from New England Patriots running back James White because his parents were in a car crash and his father Tyrone, captain of the Miami-Dade Police Department, passed away in that accident, and his mother Lisa also sustained critical injuries. So it was obviously a tough one. James White did not play in the game on Sunday, but we did see the outpouring of support from around the National Football League and how this really is one big family.
Yeah, he was really embraced, as you mentioned, by the National Football League. We saw social posts from plenty of players around the league, including Tom Brady, former teammate of his with the New England Patriots. We saw an outpouring in terms of, other guys around the league. J.J. Watt, who played with him in college at Wisconsin. And not only that, how about his own teammates? Devin McCourty scored a touchdown against Seattle and ran up and told the camera, "Hey, 2-8, we're thinking about you. We love you." And the rest of the guys chimed in from there. And the Patriots organization offered to fly him home on the private jet. He stayed with his team, stayed in their embrace, and now he has to go and face the difficult task of saying goodbye to his dad and tending to his mom. But he's got plenty of support from around the league, from the Patriots, and, of course, his own family.
They stay on the ground with White. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
43. Check, 43. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
From the 50, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
48's Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan, short throw underneath to Hurst, and he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Check 48's the Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up. Kill. Hey, South. Hey, turn it up. Space. Motion.
So that'll back them up 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards. So now they need 7 yards on 3rd down.
Mike 51, Mike 54, down. All day, just like that. Just like that. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run.
Now it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 33 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Throwing now is Ryan. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Gurley again here on 1st down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
First down.
They go play action now. Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
14. Patriots 7.